Hi, I'm Kim. Welcome to the Regretful Yarn Addict. How are you? Today is Wednesday Whips on Thursday, the Cosmic Crochet Along Invitational Edition. Have you guys been working on yours? I've been working on mine, and you'll see I'm almost done with it. I just haven't been recording anything. It seems like October especially, but the last couple months have been ridiculously busy. And not busy doing important life-changing things, just doing life. What was it I heard once? Life has been lifing lately. So, anyway, I have been working on it. I have finished round 8. That means I only have one more part to do. One more. I think the last time I did an update video, I had finished part 5, I think. And now I've finished part 8. So let's take a look, shall we, at what's been going on. Okay, I put a stitch marker right here. That's the end of part 6, right there. Okay, that's where I ended part 6. So from here all the way up to here is, I don't know if you could hear me or not, but anyway, from there all the way up to here is parts 7, 8, and part 7 and 8, because this is where I finished 6, and I think 7 finished somewhere up in here, and 8 finished up here. So, I mean, how did you guys like doing these cosmic stars? For me, the hardest thing was choosing a color. Like, what color do I want my cosmic stars? And, I don't know. I'm so torn. Because this is one of my favorite blanket patterns. It really is. And this is like the third one I've made. And as I've said before, the other 2 were made with worsted weight, number 4 yarn. And by the time they were finished, they fit the top of a king-size bed, and they weighed a lot. I mean, a lot. Where this one is made with number 2 yarn, it weighs practically nothing. But having it on my lap while I'm working on it, it is still comfortably warm. Just not sweating my balls off hot. So, I mean, I do like that part of it. I do not like the number 2 yarn for a large blanket making. I like the results. I just don't like the making of it. And it's not using a small hook. That's not my issue. My issue is the small stitches and how flimsy the yarn is. Especially when you're trying to do something that I don't know. My crisscross, these were X stitches. I guess they look okay. They look more like V's than X's. But I think every crisscross stitch kind of looks more like a V with a fat bottom than an X. I think for it to be an X, you'd almost have to have a stitch in between the cross. Like, instead of being stitch like this, you'd want a stitch in between the 2 X's. I might have to try that sometime just to see if it works. And I think you'd have to do trebles instead of doubles so that there wouldn't be any pulling. If you try it before I do, let me know if it works. I do like these stitches where it's just a, what is it, a treble that goes down to the row below the one you're working on, so that it just kind of bubbles out a little bit. But I mean, there's been no big special stitches, especially in part 7. I mean, that's just these bubbly out stitches that are really easy. And I've got my stitch markers in because these are the rows where you want to, excuse me, make sure that you've got the exact number of stitches. So let's take a look at it, shall we? If we can get it all in one shot. I don't think I can go back far enough. My room is not big enough for me to go back far enough to show exactly how big it is. But I do have a tape measure. You guys, I am so glad I bought a box of these because I use a tape measure so often that my last one got all twisted right here. And then finally this little thing just fell off. And I was like, well, I guess you can't use that anymore. But let's take a look. Hang on. We will set that at 0. And without stretching, well, it's too long for my tape measure. And my tape measure is 60 inches. So put 0 right there, and it is approximately 73 inches one way. And I think that's the long one. Let's see. So we've got 73 by 7. Well, that doesn't seem right. $73 by $69. Wow. You guys, these are not my colors at all. I mean, I I don't always make things that are in colors that I like, because sometimes I just think the colors look nice together. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this when I'm done with it, because it won't go in my house. These are not the colors in my house. I know. I'll have to see if I can sell it, or maybe do it for the next giveaway. But I don't know if these are anybody else's colors either. I mean, I guess if you like fall colors, it's very nice. It is pretty. It's just not me. But I like it. I like it, but it's not me. That's kind of like when we were remodeling our kitchen. It was like, I don't care if people want it for their house. It's just, I want people to come in and say, wow, this is nice. Not my style, not what I would have in my house, but I really like it. And that's how I feel about this. Okay? Not my style, not what I want in my house, but I like it. But you guys, if I ever say, oh, I think I'm going to make a full-size blanket out of a number 2 yarn. No. You need to send an army of skunks to my house and have them patrol for a day, because I never want to make a full-size blanket out of number 2 yarn. No. I don't mind working with number 2 yarn. I just do not want to make something like this with all these fancy stitches in it using a number 2. Ah. Oh, what a dork. Thank God finger bullets don't hurt. Don't cause damage. Ah. All right, you guys. I suppose that's it. I did need to get this made, because you guys are probably like, oh, she's such a slacker. Well, she said, come on, make this blanket with us. And then she doesn't even make it or show us what she's doing. Such a slacker. I'm not a slacker. I've been working. And I think this is about the time I should be finishing row 8. Not row 8, but round 8. So I think I'm right on schedule. It's just, I didn't share it with you earlier. My bad. You'll get over it. I did. So that's it. Stay tuned for the finishing. I think, I haven't looked at the pattern, but I think the last part is mostly just really easy stitches. I think there's a star stitch row in there. I think, but I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've made this. But anyway, I do know that, hey, at the most another 10 rounds and I'm done. Yeah. We'll call it a day. So y'all have a good day, good evening, good morning, good night. Enjoy yourselves. Behave. And don't get caught being bad. That takes the fun of it away. Later, Gators. Peace out.